Hi friends, good day. Think today I'm starting the 11th problem. Following is the balance sheet of Mr. Ram, a small trader, as on 31st March 15. We got capital and creditors on the liability side. We got fixed assets. We got fixed assets and stock on the fixed assets, stock, debtors, cash on hand, and cash at bank on the asset side. A fire destroyed accounting records as well as the closing cash of the trader on 31st March 16. However, the following information was available. Debtors and creditors on 31st March 16 showed an increase of 20% as compared to 31st March 15. Two things I would like to stress upon here, my dear friends. A fire destroyed the accounting records as well as the closing cash of the trader. So that means what are the closing cash in hand is going to be there is that means he has said that the closing cash in hand information is not there. It is clearly mentioned what are the closing cash in hand is there. That closing cash in hand, whatever the amount is it, that has been totally destroyed in a fire accident. So closing cash in and back closing cash in hand will be zero. However, the following information was available. Debtors and creditors on 31st March 16 showed an increase of 20% as compared to 31st March 15. So debtors, there is a 20% increase. Means the closing debtors on 31st March 16 is going to be 1,20,000. So is the case of closing creditors, that is 20% increase. 20% increase. It is coming to 1,20,000. Just it's coincidence here that you are having same value of opening debtors and as well as opening debtors and opening creditors and opening debtors. So is the case of closing debtors and closing creditors also. Then comes the credit period debtors 1 month, creditors 2 months. One of the previous problem we have taken this as the basis for finding out closing debtors and closing creditors. But we also we are already provided with the hint that this is going to be closing debtors, closing creditors. Then what for this information is useful? Generally, this information may be useful for us to find out the credit sales and also credit purchases. This is important point, sir. How can you say that this information is useful for credit sales, credit purchase? I'll tell you. He's saying that credit period data is 1 month. That means this is opening balance. No, we need to find out the credit sales during the year. During the year means from 1st April 15 to 31st March 16. Uh, on this basis, can we find out? Just give a thought to this. Give a thought to this. On this information, 1 month information, can I find out? On the basis of 2 months information, can I find out? Surely you can find out. How, sir? 1,20,000 is closing data, no, which is outstanding for 1 month. So always closing data is outstanding for 1 month. So 1,20,000 is equal to for 1 month. For 12 months, how much it will be? 1,20,000 to 12, you should multiply. I think you'll be getting 14 lakhs 40,000. I think on the basis of closing data, you can find out. You can find out the credit sales. Why? The reason is that 1,20,000 closing creditors. I told you 20% is increase in no debtors and creditors on 31st March 16 showed an increase of 20% as compared to 31st March 15. So 1 lakh has become 20%. If you add 1,20,000 is closing debtors. That means the debtors is always, what are the debtors you are showing? Always 1 month outstanding. 1 month outstanding means that is 1,20,000 is for 1 month. For 12 months, how much it will be? Then we'll be getting credit sales during the period, assuming that sales were uniform throughout the year. So is the case of credit purchases. So 2 months here is outstanding. That means this 1,20,000 is credit purchase for how many months? 2 months. 2 months. For 12 months, how much? So 1,20,000 is equal to for 2 months. For 12 months, how much means you'll be getting 1,20,000 is equal to 2 months. For 12 months means 1,20,000 to 12 by 2. You'll be getting around 7,20,000. That also you can see that will work out later on. Stock was maintained the same level throughout the year. It means the opening stock and closing stock is going to be same. Stock was maintained the same level throughout the year means every day they will be having the same stock. That means the stock is maintained, minimum stock level is being maintained at 80,000. So that means in this problem, opening stock and closing stock is also same. Now, cash sales constituted 20% of total sales. Cash sales constitute 20% of total sales means if sales is 100, let us assume cash sales is 20%, credit sales will be 80%. All purchases were for credit only. That means there is no question of any cash purchases. Now, current ratio as on 31st March 16 was exactly 2. You compare current ratio means it is current ratio is was exactly 2 means there is a formula current ratio is equal to 2 is to 1. That means if there is 2 rupees current asset, 1 rupee is going to be current liability. If 2 rupees is current asset, 1 rupee is current liability. It means current assets are 2 times of current liability. Our current liability is half of current asset. Simple words. Repeat once again. If he is saying current ratio, there is an ideal ratio. The benchmark for measurement of current ratio is a 2 is to 1. That means if current assets are 2 rupees, current liability is equal to 1 rupee. This is what's a benchmark. There's a standard. You can follow that. You can take it for granted. So it can be more than that also. But generally, we are talking about current ratio. Idealistic ratio is to 1. It can be more or it can be less. But ideally, it has to be 2 is to 1. So it means if current ratio is saying 2 rupees, that means current liability is half of current ratio, or we can say current assets are 2 times of current liability. Okay, so now I think if you look at this problem, we are having current liability is only creditors. We are having only creditors. What is that closing creditors? Because he is saying that current ratio is as on 31st March 16. So if you look at the closing creditors 1,20,000, no? So 1,20,000 is equal to, if you say 1 time, 2 times of it is current asset. It means 2,40,000. So 2,40,000 is current asset. That current assets, why the current assets information has been given, I think you can guess it. Stock, same. Debtors 120. Closing cash in hand, nothing. Maybe find out the closing cash at bank. That's it. Why this information has been given? Simple. He said stock maintains same. We got closing stock of 80. Debtors 120. 120 plus 80, 2 lakh. No cash in hand. Then 2,40,000 minus 2 lakhs, whatever the current assets you are already having. So we can get a bank balance of 40,000 rupees. It means closing bank balance you are able to ascertain through current ratio. Now interesting. Total expenses excluding depreciation for the year amounted to 5 lakh rupee. But he hasn't mentioned how the payment has been made. Just wait. There is some question mark. Depreciation was provided 10% of the closing value of fixed. Okay, that also we need to see. Then after that, bank and cash transaction. Payment to creditors include 1 lakh by cash. That means the question mark is that through checks there is a payment. Checks payment is missing. I think this we can know through opening creditors account. This is from debtors include 11 lakhs 80,000 by of checks. So cash receipt from debtors is missing. Cash receipt from debtors is missing. And then cash deposited into bank. This is a contra, no? You know about it. Personal drawings from bank. Personal drawings from bank means drawings account data to bank. Fixed assets purchased and paid by checks. So this will go to bank account. So you are required to prepare the trading and P&L account of Sri Ram for the year ended 31st March 16 and a balance sheet as on that. Before I start explaining this, just pause my recording, because you don't know which problem I'm going to start today. Pause the recording, just read the complete problem and take the notebook, have the notebook, calculator, everything with you. Then, because I can't pass my recording, just you can pass. I can't pass my recording. You pass your the lecture which you are, I mean, whatever the mode you are listening to me. So you pass it, and then you can pass it, then um, you read the problem, then again you connect back to that my session, and then unpass it, and you just listen to it, and you can work out, right? So shall I start now working out the problem? Okay, my dear friends. So let me start with working notes number one. Working notes number one. Closing balance of data. Since I am explaining on the screen, the recording session I'm sending you, I need to scroll so many pages and go back and come back. So what you can do is, let me first give you the list of working notes. You can also start going for number of work. So you need to, then as usually what I have been doing since couple of classes, because of the lengthiness of the trading account and balance sheet. So simultaneously you can go for posting of it. That I can't do on screen. That all of you. So I am doing closing balance of data. Working notes 2 is working notes number 2 is working notes number 2 is I need to find out credit sales, I told you, and cash sales I need to find out. Then working notes number 3, which what I need is cash. In cash collected from debtors is missing now. Cash received from debtors is missing. Yeah. Cash received from debtors. This I need to open debtors account. Okay. Then fourth working notes. Closing creditors. Closing creditors. Closing creditors. Working notes number 5 is about credit purchases. Credit purchases. Working notes number 6 is about
Working notes number 6. I think you all are copying down along with me the notes, working notes. You know the approximate space to be left. By this time, you have been good in doing it, I hope. Working notes number 6 is Creta's account. I need to open. Creta's account I need to open. I think we have seen that Creta's account is what? Check payment is missing. No? So checks issue. This is Creta's account we need to open. And then comes working notes number 7, closing bank balance. Closing bank balance. And then after knowing the closing bank balance, I need to go for cash and bank account. So let me put it in this way. Cash and bank account is nothing but this is cash. And this cash and bank is very important because instead of telling me before why we need to go for it, I'll tell you simple thing. One is closing cash in hand has been destroyed by fire accident. No? So probably the reason for why you will be, I mean, from your point of view, if you are listening, if I am in your position, I think what I need to understand is that uh, you can see, my dear friends, here the total expenses excluding depreciation for the year amount to 5 lakhs. But he hasn't mentioned either it is cash been paid or checks have been issued. So that I will be knowing through bank column. So generally, what information generally is missing uh, through bank column, because we also got the closing bank balance, no receipts we are having, payments we are having. So through bank column, we may be having a difference amount. The difference amount could be the expenses incurred through issue of checks that we need to cross check. If that is the case, then the balance of expenses can be through cash column. So that information will be knowing only after opening the cash and bank column. That means in cash book. Okay. Then after this, you know that you can go for trading comma P&L account. Okay, my dear friends. So okay. So let me start with working notes number 1. Closing balance of debtors. What information that has been given to us, you can see increase 20% as compared to 31st March 15. Here I am writing that. Closing debtors is 20% higher than previous year. That is equal to 1 lakh plus 20%. You are getting 1,20,000. Similarly, now I think this is clear to you. So we can go for credit sales and cash sales. How to go for credit sales and cash sales, I have told you already. So on the basis of this information, closing debtors 1 month, I can find out credit sales, no? Total sales, no? Total sales or credit sales. I can find out credit sales on the basis of this information. Let me explain this now. So credit period is 1 month. It means closing debtors is equal to 1 month credit sales. Is equal to 1 month credit sales. I repeat once again. Credit period is equal to 1 month. It means closing debtors is equal to 1 month of credit sales. So therefore, 1,20,000 is equal to 1 month credit sales is equal to 1 month credit sales. For 12 months credit sales, what will be the amount? I think it is clear to you. 1,20,000 into 12. We are going to get 14,40,000. All of you cross check, please. 1,20,000 into 12 months is going to 14,40,000. 14,40,000. This space is not sufficient for me. I need to just okay. So now this 14,40,000, we have seen that in the problem. Cash sales constitute 20% of total sales. I'm assuming, let us assume total sales is equal to 100. Let us assume total sales is equal to 100. Okay, let us assume total sales is equal to 100. Now, from this, if I take out what is cash sale that has been given to us, cash sales has been given to us is 20%. Minus 20, 80 is going to be credit sales. Now, this 80 is equal to 14,40,000. So 20, how much? You know that is equal to 14,40,000 into 20 by 80. Okay, and take the calculator, you can see that 14,40,000 into 20 divided by 80 is coming to 3,60,000. So 3,60,000 is equal to cash sales. Therefore, total sales is equal to clear 14,40,000 plus 3,60,000 is equal to 18 lakhs. No, you can also do like this. 14,40,000 is equal to 80. 100 how much? You'll be getting total sales. You also, if you want, you can cross check also. 14,40,000 is equal to 80. No, so 100 how much means into 100 by 80. You're getting 18 lakhs. Clear? So now I think this problem I've given more emphasis on so far for going for working notes. I think for those you have already opened trading and P&L account and balance sheet, you know that when you start from here, when you start from here, so the fixed assets we have to write in the inner column. Opening stock will go to trading account debit side. Those you are going for simultaneously, I think you can copy down, my dear friends. Fixed assets will be taken to hmm? Fixed assets will be taken to where? Trading account, balance sheet assets, sorry. Stock will be taken to trading account, or else I'll try this first time I'm doing it, like how we can do it, opening all at a time. Just a minute on the screen. First time I'm doing it. For other chapters I've done it, but for single entry I haven't done it. But okay, I'll try to explain you this. If possible, we can work out. I have to, only thing is that I need to scroll forward and backward. Okay, so this is what I'm writing here: trading, comma, in account. You know that how to write it, format, etc. This is balance sheet as at 31st March 16. Let me go simultaneously so that it will be clear to you. The main point I've explained. Just a minute, my dear friends. Please be online. So let me take you to this fixed assets where it goes. Balance sheet asset side. I've gone for balance sheet. Fixed assets, inner column 2,90,000, because we are having some additions made. We have seen it, and also we need to calculate depreciation on that. And stock, I told you, is same. Opening and closing is also same as said. So I think I can write here closing stock, since I am already in closing balance sheet. Closing stock is also same. This is to be taken to trading account debit side. Opening stock, opening stock 80,000. Then comes debtors, will go to where? Closing balance sheet. Since I'm in the balance sheet, I'm going for here. Debtors Now this debtors and debtors is to be taken to where? Debtors account also I have opened, no? Debtors account, to balance brought down, 1 lakh. I also got closing debtors of 1 lakh 20, no? I balance carried on 1 lakh 20,000 from where you got working notes number 1. Clear? Then next, cash on hand 10,000. Cash on hand 10,000 will go to this cash and bank balance. To balance brought down 10,000. We're also having bank balance of opening bank balance of 20,000. So this has been completed. Now let me take you to this one. Liability set capital 4 lakhs will go to balance sheet and creditors will go to. So creditors, since I have already opened the creditors account, let me go for here. My balance brought down 1 lakh and it's already 20%. No, I think this we can complete here using creditors also. Same whatever I have written here, 20% higher than previous year. Same is the case. Closing creditors is 20% higher than previous year. That is equal to 1 lakh plus 20% on 1 lakh is equal to 1 lakh 20,000. 1 lakh 20,000. So this is to be taken creditors account. To balance carried down 1 lakh 20,000 creditors account, and this is to be taken balance sheet. Balance sheet we also need to write capital, no? Capital is how much? 4 lakhs inner column. Then creditors 1 lakh 20,000. Okay. The next one. Then we have already completed this particular adjustment has been completed. This is completed and stock is completed. Cash sales is completed. Now we need to go for purchases, no? And debtors also we need to go for it, right? Sorry. And debtors, what are the information has been given that we need to adjust to that. So let me take you to this now. Working notes number debtors account. We have to go continue the problem. So uh, what are the information so far? We have got it. We have completed it. Now credit purchases. Yeah, the credit purchases here he says that the credit purchases. When we talk about credit purchases, closing creditors 1,20,000 rupees is equivalent to 2 months credit purchases. 2 months credit purchases. Closing creditors 1,20,000 is equal to 2 months credit purchases. So therefore 12-month purchases, what will be the amount? So 1,20,000 to 12 by 2. 1 lakh, let me take calculator, 1,20,000 into 12 by 2. You are getting 7,20,000. Get all of you? Because the credit term has been given as here in the problem is 2 months. Credit period is 2 months means here the closing creditors 1,20,000 is 2 months of credit purchases. So therefore for 12 months credit purchases what will be the amount? So 12 lakhs into 12 by 2 you are getting 7,20,000. Okay, then next what are the given information is there that we have to show here. And now in trading account I need to take these things, no? Trading account I have to, because there is no cash purchases. So two purchases I got from working notes number, working notes number 5. My sales I got both cash and credit. I got both cash and credit, no? Cash sales and credit sales I got from where? Here you can see working notes number 2. 14 lakh 40,000 plus 3 lakhs 60,000. Cash 3 lakhs 60,000. 14 lakhs 40,000. My closing stock 80,000. Because closing stock remains same as told us, no? This is working notes number 2 from where you got it. Okay, next. I hope you all are following, my dear friends. Now, in Kratos, I got closing balance. This closing balance of Kratos I got from, that everything I am writing it here is working notes number 4. In the notes number 4. Next, closing bank balance. Because if you look at it, this adjustment is left out now. Current ratio as on 31st March 16 was exactly 2. Okay, so closing bank balance, and we need to find out this. We had some power issues somewhere. I stopped here, my dear friend. Just a minute. Let me continue this. So, when we look at the current ratio, this one, sorry, current ratio as on 31st March 16 was exactly 2 is said that. For that, we need to work out now. So, uh, let me take you to this. Here I written closing bank balance. So, what I need to do is that current ratio is 2, means current assets are 2 times of current liabilities. How you will be doing, sir? The current ratio, let me put you, ideal current ratio is 2 is to 1. It means current ratio means, first of all, you should know What is current ratio? It's nothing but a comparison of current assets and current liabilities. Clear to all of you? What is current ratio? Is a comparison of current assets and current liability. It means it is giving you solvency position of a particular organization. So current assets and current liability, if you compare, it will be giving you in the form of that where the company or the firm is solvent or insolvent. So current ratio means if I got 2 rupees and my current liability 1 rupee, even after paying that 1 rupee current liability, still I got 1 rupee, means I am solvent position. It indicates that. So ideal ratio is 2:1. So that is why current ratio is 2 times of current assets. Current ratio is 2. It means current assets are 2 times of current liabilities. So now in the problem, closing creditors is only the current liabilities. Closing creditors is only current liability. CL means current liability. That is 1,20,000. 1,20,000. So therefore, current assets is equal to, I think you can understand, CL means current liability, C by A means current assets, is equal to 1,20,000 into 2 is coming to 2,40,000. 2,40,000. So now I need to find out what is the information I'm having of current assets. In this case, I told you I got the information of closing data, stock is same, no cash in hand. So what is the missing information? Current assets, cash at bank, closing balance. We have seen it has not been given. So the reason for why current assets has been given is to find out the closing cash at bank. Sir, how you'll be knowing it? Here you can cross check now. So bank balance, let me give you like this. In this problem, current assets is equal to stock, debtors, and bank balance. Why no cash balance? Because cash has been destroyed in this problem. In this problem I'm talking about. Not for every problem. In this problem. Current assets is equal to stock, debtors and bank balance. Okay. So therefore current assets is equal to, what is stock that has been given? Current assets is equal to, so 2,40,000 is equal to stock 80,000 and debtors 1,20,000 plus bank balance. Therefore, bank balance is equal to, you will understand, 2 lakhs minus 2 lakhs is equal to 2,40,000 minus 2 lakhs is equal to 40,000. Clear to all of you? Current assets is equal to stock plus debtors plus bank balance. So 2,40,000 is equal to 80,000 plus 1,20,000 plus bank balance. So therefore bank balance is equal to 40,000. How you are getting 2,40,000 minus 2 lakhs? Okay. So now we got closing bank balance also. So I can write here, my balance carried down is 40,000. Okay. Now this I can take to balance sheet. Bank balance 40,000, from where I got it, sir? That is working notes number. Now done it. What is working notes number here? Is 7. Working notes number 7. Clear? Now let me take you to this problem now. This has been completed. Now this is completed. Now the total expenses, this I told you is question mark. Why? because whether how much is being paid through cash, how much is being paid through bank, will be knowing only the missing information of cash and bank. That we have to do it. And of course, this depreciation, you know how to calculate. Let us move on to the next page. Payment to creditors include 1 lakh by cash. Okay, let me take you to this. Let me take this to creditors account. So creditors account. Creditors account. Cash. Cash. 1 lakh. And here we have not written the credit purchase also. 7 lakhs 20,000. What is working note 7 credit purchases? Working notes number 5. Okay. Then receipts from debtors include 11 lakhs 80,000 by way of checks. I have to go to debtors account. Debtors account also have not written credit sales. Working notes number 3. Got credit sales of 14 lakh 40,000 by bank. 11 lakhs 80,000. And these two information I need to take to cash and bank column. No? So in cash and bank, here I am writing by creditors 1 lakh in cash column, debtors bank column 11 lakhs 80,000, 11 lakhs 80,000. Cash deposit into bank 2 lakh 40,000. Cash deposited into bank. To cash 2 lakh 40,000. By bank, this is contra. In cash column 2 lakhs 40,000. Then you can see personal drawings from bank 1 lakh. So by drawings 1 lakh. And in capital I need to deduct from capital minus drawings 1 lakh. Then fixed assets purchased and paid by check 4 lakhs 50,000 plus additions. These additions here 4 lakh 3,000. So these fixed assets I need to go here bank column. Fixed assets purchased 4 lakhs 50,000. Okay. I think this has been completed. Now what I need to do, I'm only having expenses. Before I do calculate on that, let me even go for depreciation. This depreciation, he has given closing value. Closing value means on additions, even the date is given or date is not given. Since he is saying closing value and that to 10% has been given, flat rate, we can calculate for full year. We can calculate for full year, including on closing balance also. Clear to all of you? So let me go for this calculation of depreciation. Depreciation is 10%. 450 plus 2 lakhs 90 7,40,000 minus depreciation at the rate of 6,66,000, and this will be taken to profit and loss account, no? To depreciation, fixed assets. So we have calculated 74,000. Now we can come one by one. You can come to this, and only 5 lakhs expense is missing. Now you can see, my dear friends, cash 1,000. So 1 lakh plus 2 lakh 40, 240 plus 1 340 plus minus 10. If it appears to be 3,30,000 without having receipts, how can you make a payment? It means first which account I need to close, my dear friend? Debtor account I need to close, because debtor account cash received is missing information. No? So here in debtors account, by cash is balancing figure. By cash is balancing figure. So what is the total on the debit side here? 1 lakh plus 10,40,000 is equal to 10,40,000. 10,40,000 minus 1,20,000 minus 7,80,000. You're getting 2,40,000 is balancing figure. Similarly, let me close this bank also, then creditors account also, then I can go for it. Here, 2 bank checks issued is missing now. 2 bank balancing figure. So here 7,20,000 plus 1 lakh, 8,20,000. 8,20,000 minus 20,000. We are getting a balance of 6 lakhs. 6 lakhs are checks issued creditors. These two things I can take to cash and bank. To debtors, cash collected is for 2,40,000, and here checks issued to creditors 6 lakhs. Okay, now you can see bank account. Let me first look at the bank account. 11,80,000 plus 20, 12 lakhs plus 240, 1180 plus 20, 12 lakhs plus 2 lakh 40, 80,000 plus 11 lakhs 80,000 plus 2 lakh 40,000 minus 6 lakhs minus 1 lakh minus 4 lakh 50,000 minus 40,000. So 2 lakh 50,000 difference we are getting. Now this 2 lakh 50,000 we shall assume as by expenses paid through check. Get all of you, total expenses, you can see total expenses in excluding depreciation for the year 5 lakhs. So here 5 lakhs out of 5 lakh, 2 lakh 50,000 is balancing figure. Reason is I got closing bank balance also. No? Since I got closing bank balance, missing information is expenses. But total expenses, how much? Total expenses is coming to 5 lakhs. Now out of 5 lakhs, we came to know that 2,50,000 is through bank, then 2,50,000 is through, 2,50,000 is through cash payment. So here this is also balancing figure. That means generally we get one balancing figure. So how you are getting this balancing figure here? If you want, I can make a note here instead of showing here. This 2,50,000 bank, this 2,50,000 balance information, how you are getting, sir? See, expenses is equal to 5 lakhs. And expenses paid by bank 50. Therefore, expenses paid by cash is 50. Okay. So now you can see the cash column. 10 plus 240, 250. Data collected from data store. One more information is that cash sales have not taken, sorry. But they taken to sales cash. This cash is, my dear friend, 3 lakh 60. Cash is 3 lakh 60. So you can see 240 plus 10, 250. 250 plus 3 lakh 60,000. It is coming to 6 lakh 10,000. 6 lakh 10,000 minus 1 lakh. 5 lakh 10,000 minus 2 lakh 40,000. 2 lakh 50,000. So here, by cash destroyed by fire is 20,000. Get all of you? Cash destroyed by fire is how much? 20,000 rupees. So it is very important information that the reason is that in this problem, first we were able to ascertain the expenses paid through check. The expenses paid through check is balancing figure of bank column. Once if I get the expenses paid through check, definitely I'll be able to get the information that expenses paid through cash. Now, if you look at the receipt side, we are having opening balance, collection from debtors, sales, and then credit side we are having payment to creditors, and this is contra deposit, and this is expenses paid through bank. So balancing figure is cash destroyed by 5 accident. I think this is an important point in this problem. So I think we can close this accounts now. Is 16 because confusion will be there for calculation, my dear friends. And I'm doing on the screen very narrow. Yeah, I have to cross check double time. At 40,000 plus 360 is coming to 6 lakhs 10. You also can cross check, my dear friends, any calculation mistake, anything on my side. You also can cross check this totals. 20, 11, 80, 12. Fourteen 40. Now you can close trading account. Here I can write 2 as it has been given. Total expenses. To loss of cash by 5. Otherwise, closing cash balance could have been 20,000. That has been lost by 5 lakhs. Okay. So, you can close the trading account. $18 lakhs 80,000 18,80,000 minus 8 lakhs. We're getting a gross profit of 10,80,000. My gross profit brought down 10,80,000 minus 24,000 minus 5,20,000. We're getting a net profit of 4,86,000. Then we can go to balance sheet here. Net profit 4,86,000 minus 1 lakh 7 lakhs 86,000. 7 lakhs 86 plus 1 lakh 3,000. It is 9 lakhs 6,000. Same has to be on the asset side also. Okay, we can cross check 9 lakhs 6,000 minus 40 minus 1 lakh 20 minus 80. This is how we need to work out the problem. I think this problem we need to listen the recording once again. And I think the only thing is this main points I've explained you. So this the credit period is for credit sales and credit purchases, and the current ratio is for finding out the closing bank balance, and total expense 5 lakhs we need to split by preparing bank account. Bank column missing information is expenses, and remaining 50% to be taken to cash column. Cash column missing information is cash destroyed by 5. That's it. This is simple, but for explanation it will take time. So I got some power issues today. Here and there I got bit of pass. I think you can understand. If you got any doubts, you can contact me. I think in the classroom I've given one problem for you to work out. Maybe that is a simple problem. You might have got the answer for that. I think that was problem number exactly. Was it the 16? 16 problem, I think. 16 problem I've given you to work out. 16, I think. Or is it 17th? So when you come to the next class, I think fifth one you can try, my dear friends. Actually, fifth problem I need to explain you. Fifth problem we can try. Fifth problem you can try, or else you when you come to the class, I think that problem we can easily able to do it. In the problem which I given is 17th, I think. 17th problem might have done it. 17th problem. 17th problem is simple. Their unexpired insurance has been given is nothing but prepaid insurance. And there you have to open debtors account, bills receivable account, debtors account, bills payable. I think you'll be getting something like gross profit like 3,34,100, net profit 1,29,970, I think. Balance sheet 3,24,200. That's a straightforward problem. I think you might have done it. And next class, fifth problem, you work out. Fifth problem, before you come to that fifth problem also, we have already done that model, but we'll be having classroom discussion about the working model, right? Thank you. We'll meet at the next class. Till then, goodbye. God bless you all.